Good morning, Simon, and
Morning. How are you
welcome.
doing?
All good, all good. Very excited for today's pod and England tonight. He's got the flags, he's got the kit. It's also nice to welcome Daniel to our pod.
And England tonight.
Daniel,
Flags, he's got the kit. It's also nice to welcome Daniel to our pod.
sorry, someone's got the YouTube going.
England tonight. Daniel flags, he's got the kit.
Is that one of you guys?
Daniel to our pod. Sorry, someone's got the England tonight. Daniel flags, he's got the kit. Is that one of you guys? Daniel to our pod. Sorry, someone's got
What is going
Simon,
on?
I think it's you.
It's not me. Wow. Are we good?
I don't know. Strong start.
I'm scared to talk.
Strong start.
Amazing start. Let's all right, recap. We'll start again. Anyway, go on, Jake.
One of us had our YouTube channel on in the background there. But yeah. Hi guys. Welcome to the pod. High fivers who are with us. Sorry about that very, very poor start. See some comments coming in already.
Yeah.
It did sound like Kraftwerk concert. How you doing? Excited for today? Ready for today? Some big fixtures.
I'm ready for today. I'm ready.
So it's Black Friday, and we've got a special round for you fivers. You've got £1,000 to be won this evening. So make sure to get your versus teams set up, and we'll go through our picks in a little bit. But just to get us started, let's have a little discussion about yesterday's football.
Indeed. I think obviously the first round of fixtures is done now, so we've got a small barometer to go off. Daniel, what do you make of the first round of fixtures? Has it changed who you think is going to win the World Cup, or are you still?
I think Spain winning 7-0 was like massive.
Yeah.
Like that's massive. Like, and I always backed Spain a bit from the start. I think they're a bit of an underdog. They've got like so much exciting talent coming through, like Pedri, like Gavi. And yeah, I just like the way they were playing. They're very like exciting. Whereas I think like 10 years ago, they were very like slow build up, tiki-taka. Now it's a lot more like attacking and fast. Whilst also keeping that like passing ability. And so yeah, I like the way they're playing. And I feel like they're more favourites over Germany, Argentina, that sort of stuff. Those sort of teams.
People have got to realise they were playing Costa Rica though. I know, like Costa Rica are pretty. I don't know where they're ranked in the world, but you know it's not comparable to a lot of other teams out there. So it'll be interesting to see how they perform against Germany. Yeah,
I think like scoring 7 goals in the World Cup, regardless, like we said with England scoring 6, it's like very impressive. The fact they can break teams down. I know it's Costa Rica, but like the fact they can break any team that sort of team down and score, still very impressive.
Were you not? Yeah, I agree with that. But were you not a little shocked at just how bad Costa Rica were?
Oh yeah, they were terrible. Yeah, Costa Rica were terrible, but it's good that they like took their chance and they just didn't hold back. They kept trying to score goals, and that was like because a lot of teams would just score 1 or 2 and then sit back and like try and rest players and that. But Spain just kept going, like they were like relentless.
I'm kind of happy that that's happened, like the England game and that one, because I get a bit annoyed when teams just come. And I know, it's the World Cup. They've got to do what they've got to do to try and get the results. But it's really annoying from the fan perspective watching the game. It kind of ruins it when they just come and they just play really deep, low block defenses. It's really boring to watch. So I'm kind of glad Spain's ripped Costa Rica apart, and England kind of did the same with Iran, because Iran kind of did the same.
Are you referring to like the defensiveness of the opposition? So like Serbia last night, or
yeah, just teams playing super cautious.
They lost 7-0. Costa Rica lost 7-0. If they played cautious, maybe they wouldn't have been embarrassed. But they did try. They did try.
It's just a comment there. Brazil's best team was Spain. Like I'd say, I think Brazil were like good last night, but they weren't amazing.
First half took them a while to get going, didn't it?
Yeah, and like they play with a lot of freedom, and they do all these tricks and stuff, but they're not like very like direct. Like they sort of just play it around each other a little bit. I know it's a Brazilian way of playing, but if they did that against England, they get like, I think we do really well against them, because it's not like they were making like super direct runs. They were just sort of like juggling around with it and like not really doing much.
Their bench is ridiculous. Their bench is just the players they're bringing on in the 87th minute. It's astounding. Rodrigo, who was the other player who came on?
They brought Gabriel Jesus on.
Yeah, Jesus, like it's crazy. It's just
There's a lot of like there's a lot of like individual talent, but like how do they play together as a team? Like, are they actually? Because I felt like they didn't really flow in the first half. Like you,
I think that might be to do with Rafinha. I just don't think Rafinha had such a good game, and that sort of broke down the play a bit. I think
the chances kept falling to him as well, didn't it? And he wasn't quite on it last night, and he kept missing the chances. But I thought, as in like second half, you could see, the confidence once they got that first goal. It might have just been down to confidence. As soon as they got the first goal, it was like the old Brazil just popping it around really quick, fast. It was really good to watch. And like you said, the strength and depth they brought on was crazy. I was surprised by Neymar's performance. I thought he was pretty, both him and Vinicius Jr. were underwhelming, I thought, last night. I was expecting more from them.
Early on. Well, let's see if Neymar plays again, but it was early on. The images don't look great. It looks quite swollen, and he didn't look too happy, but we'll have to see.
He did get fouled a lot.
What do you think about the Germans? I'm not happy with all the stick they're getting for their photo, as in everyone's relating the loss to that. I think it was very good that they did that.
It was. It was very good they did that. But maybe that took a bit of their, sort of like focus away. Like the sort of point was more on that than the game. I don't know. I
think Rudiger being a dickhead and running with his knees up, taking the piss out of the Japanese players. I think that's more what's their downfall. I hate him so much, Rudiger. So I'm so happy I'm so happy.
I'll read out some stats for you from that game. So like Germany was 74% possession, 26 shots to Japan's 12, 9 shots on target to Japan's 4. Like, I don't think you can rule them out so early. Like, I think, they slipped up. They didn't get the job done. If they got another goal after their first one, which looked realistic, they would have gone in and won that game 3 or 4 and 5-0. They looked really good in the first half. I think the nerves probably got to them. They could see the goal, and then Japan being the underdogs with the energy just took the game. They just took
had a lot of chances. Gnabry had a few chances. A few of them had I say they're half chances. The keeper did well, but it's football. Like you go 2-0 up, especially in this sort of stage, you think you're clear. Crazy though. Yesterday, Portugal 3-1 up, 3-2, and then the keeper throws the ball on the floor with a player behind him. Have you seen that, Daniel?
No, I haven't seen it. No,
unbelievable. 3-2. Keeper doesn't realise he's got a Ghanaian player behind him.
Like 30 seconds to go, by the way. Just carry on, Jake. 30 seconds to go.
He's in his box. He thinks he's by himself. Throws the ball, and Simon's favourite player, Inaki Williams, is that how you pronounce it? Inaki Williams comes running behind him, and then he gets too excited. He thinks he's scored, such a funny, amazing goal, and he slips over. And then he can't get up in time. He gets up, and then the defenders come and say...
He got back up, and he still had the chance. Like, he got back up, and he still had the chance. But the defenders just about...
So I watched that game until the 84th minute. Like when it got to 3-2 or whatever, or 3-1, because I thought the game was over. And I saw a goal going for Ghana, and I was like, what if it goes to 3-3? I just missed out on that. But I think Ronaldo looked very underwhelming, very rusty. But he was creating lots of dangerous chances at the same time. So he's going to be one to watch out for. I think.
Then he went to manage the team at the end of the game.
He loves doing that, doesn't he?
He's literally a second manager for them. I'm surprised the manager's very cool about it always. He always
I'd be well annoyed.
Yeah, he lets him do whatever he wants. It's interesting.
I'd be really annoyed. Backseat flipping driver behind.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be though. He's such a legend of the game. The way he's treated at United wasn't right, and Portugal respects him. He's a legend to them. He should be a legend of United. He helped them so much in
whole other story. But
I think I just like the way I think he feels more respected there, and therefore he'll thrive a bit more at Portugal. I think it'll take him a bit of time to grow into the tournament because he's a bit rusty. I think once it gets to like the important games, he could step up and be like a dangerous man. I mean, it's Ronaldo, so
you never write him up. Yeah, exactly. You can never write him up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, without further ado, we've got this Black Friday £1,000 prize going live today. 4 o'clock. You need to enter your team by, and you could be £1,000 richer tomorrow when we do the live draw for the winner. So, Sai, you want to bring on the screen?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. First round. There's 3 of us today. I will go. We'll let Daniel, who's just joining us. Who's your pick for the first game?
So I've got John Stones for the first pick.
Think we're keeping a clean sheet?
Yeah. I think like USA, like I think it'll be a 3 or 4-0 game to England. I'm hoping anyway. I think like obviously looked very positive in the first game, and like we'll take that into USA. We know it's an important game, so there's no reason why we can't win a 3 or 4-0. I think
positive for Daniel.
John Stones can get a goal as well. Like we've seen him score headers and be dangerous in the box. So I'm hoping he gets a goal or something. That's my
can indeed. I'm going VVD. I think they both got a chance. They both got a good chance of getting a clean sheet, and it's who could get that attacking return. You're right. John Stones definitely is a presence in the box. We all know Van Dijk is as well. He's my pick. Who are you going for, Si?
Yeah, I agree with Dan. I'm gonna go with John Stones. Same reasons. Johnny boy.
Nice. You do now have some initial stats. Fivers. There's not much, but there is some. So second game, Si, you can start us off. Who are you going for?
It's hard to not. I mean, yeah, it's going to be one of the England boys. I was between one of those two. Luke Shaw plays really well for England. He's always getting assists, but I've gone for Trippier on this one just because I think there's a bit more threat.
Yeah, Trippier, yeah.
Takes a few more set pieces, so I'm going to go with Trippy boy. What about you?
Luke Shaw got the assist in the first game. I have a big bet on Kieran Trippier this tournament, so I've got to back my man. What about you, Dan?
So I will say, like Daley Blind, like last game, he got 6 points against Senegal. So he did really well. And Kieran Trippier got 1, and then Shaw got 4. Just looking at the stats there. But I mean, I personally am going for Trippier just because I think him on the free kicks, clean sheet maybe. But I would say Daley Blind is one to watch out for because he can, get a goal.
Yeah, and they get their clean sheets. He does get a few goals, Blind, but he's also Holland have looked defensively quite strong so far. So
I think a lot of people will go for like Trippier there, and then a lot of people Blind could actually take the points. So I'd be wary of that.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice pick. Agreed. Halfway through, boys. Who you going
first?
For?
You go first.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
He started off great. The expectation is super high. He holds the pressure. It's like he's in the park playing football. Jude Bellingham. Go on,
Jude. Nice. I like it.
Go on, Jude.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I nearly went for Jude as well, but I think I've got a feeling that Southgate's boy Mason's going to start this one, and I think he's going to do the business. I feel like he's going to be.
After Frankie won you last. He won you the point last time.
He did. I do like Frankie, but I'm going to go with Mace this time. I'm not that loyal.
And you, Daniel, who are you going for?
I'm going for Mount as well. Yeah, I feel like he can get a goal, can get an assist. Bellingham as well is a good pick. They're all good picks. Like it could go any way with this one. So, but personally, I'm backing Mount mainly because he's from Portsmouth as well. So you got to back your boy.
I feel like Pulisic is less dangerous on the wing where they play him. Like he's too far wide in the first game. He's not really cutting in or getting in the box, which I'm more than happy about when we're playing against us. But I think they're missing a trick there with him.
Yeah.
Zimmerman. Major call there, Gerge. Major call.
Huge.
All right, Group 4. Some holding midfielders here. Who are we thinking? Daniel, you can start us off.
I'll go for Martin de Roon. That's how you say it. Mainly because like all my picks were England to start with, and I thought I should change it up. There's no like real tactical thinking behind that, apart from like I can't go for 4 England players, surely.
Nice.
So I feel like maybe he'll surprise us and grab a goal or something.
Well, if the room starts, he's probably the most likely to get an attacking return out of these 4. So it's a good pick. I'm going for Declan Rice. You just got to do it, don't you? England
Why Declan Rice then? Is that just because he doesn't?
They're all holding. I feel like with Jude, this tournament, it's allowed him not to play just as a holding midfielder. Like he was getting up the pitch in our first game, a bit more on the left side of the field also, which was interesting. But yeah, I think he's just playing a bit more attacking. I think Jude gives him that license to push forward when he wants to, and he knows Bellingham's going to hold a little bit for that few moments. So Adams, I don't rate. Cedo be tough against Holland. So yeah, Rice is my pick. Who are you going for, Si?
I'm going to pick Declan Rice too, but for a slightly different reason. I think he's going to be the only one to keep a clean sheet out of these other players. I think Ecuador are going to score, so clean sheet points going to pip it against the rest of them.
Nice. And your 5th pick? Your final pick?
Oh, it's a tough one. It is a tough one. Some good players there. Timothy Way obviously impressed in that first half while taking goal. Raheem.
Why don't you pick him then?
just talking through it. Raheem, not so bad, but I'm going to go with Memphis on this one. I think he looked dangerous when he came on the second half. Hopefully he's fit enough to start this game. I think he will. And he's sort of like their talisman going forward. So I'm going to go with Memphis.
Nice. You, Daniel?
I'm now going for Memphis as well, but looking at it now, like you've got Valencia, he scored 2 last game. Raheem Sterling got 9 points. Timothy Weah got a goal as well. So like, yeah, it could go any way. Either way. I think if you're not back in Netherlands as a clean sheet, go for Valencia because he could bag a few goals against them. You never know. He could be sort of a surprise in the tournament.
Yeah, he is the goal threat. He seemed very on it in the first game. He also did he have his goal was a disallowed goal as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so he was really on
Fox
it.
in the box, that lad. Fox in the box.
Yeah, for sure. So who's your pick, Daniel?
Mine's Memphis. But I wasn't backing like Netherlands clean sheets. I probably would go for Valencia.
Nice. I'm going to go for Raheem. We're not sure if Kane's going to start today. If he doesn't start, I think Raheem will take that load on his shoulders. I think he'll stand up to the plate. So he's my man. I'm confirming my selection. So guys, Fivers, just so you know, on our leaderboard, you now will be able to track your score. I've not been doing too well in the overall. I'm currently 2,300. But you can track your scores now, and we will have a results page. We will have a results page by Monday live on our site for you to be able to see prior results.
Awesome.
So yeah. So guys, good luck. Good luck with your picks today. Good luck, Fivers, today. Unless you've got any questions for us, we will leave it here. Again, it's £1,000 on the line, so make sure you get your teams in by 4 o'clock.
Get them in, guys. Get them in. And one last thing, just before we go, if there's a jackpot winner today, we will be doing a stream tomorrow. Was it?
Yeah.
Or Sunday?
We'll do it tomorrow.
We'll do a stream tomorrow, guys. If there isn't a jackpot winner, the next stream will be on Monday at 9 o'clock. Just so you know.
Correct. Thanks for joining us, Daniel. And before we leave, everyone just give your prediction. Who's going to win the World Cup? Guy, you can start us off.
England.
Nice. I'm going
to Spain. No, I've seen them play.
You going Spain? Nah, it's coming home. Boys, it's fucking coming home. It's coming home.
Spain versus England in the final. Spain take it.
Yeah. We beat France with the quarters or semis. We'll have them. It's coming home. It's coming home. Gergo thinks the same. It's coming home. All right. Thanks, Fivers. Have a lovely day. Good luck in this round. And we'll also have a competition live on our Twitter, on our socials in the next hour. See you all. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.